Welcome to the Munchie podcast, where we get high and talk all things life, talk about relationship, friendships, life situations, things that we're going through, all that stuff, all in the high vibrations. In today's episode 9, we are going to talk about masculinity. What makes a man masculine? What women want in men? As in every episode, we are going to start off with Munchies of the day. I had a gummy from Flores Farms. I took it around like 30 minutes ago, so it should be slowly creeping up now. In today's episode, we're going to talk about what women want in men. So what makes a man masculine? All of this that I'm speaking about today is based on my personal experiences, what I've seen in men growing up in my childhood and then to adulthood, what I find attractive in a man and how I feel safe in men. I am also speaking from a heterosexual relationship standpoint as a straight female. Also, I do want to say if there is anything that I will speak about in this episode that will trigger you, it means that it is sensitive to you. So as a real man, take it as an opportunity to see that this is something that you can work on and grow and learn from it instead of seeing it as a threat or that women are attacking you. I feel like there is a really big division in males and females now, especially in like the modern age. I love being around masculine men, but I just think that balance of masculinity and femininity has been switched between genders, and it's caused a lot of imbalance in the gender roles, and there's a lot of masculine females right now who don't even know that they're in their masculine energy. There's a lot of males that are in their feminine energy, and a lot of males are okay with that. To each their own. This is a safe space. We are all here to help each other grow. The main reason for this podcast is for us to inspire each other and be the greatest version of ourselves. Let's talk quickly about masculine and feminine energy, because I didn't know what this was until a couple of years ago. And when I discovered the definitions and how the energies affect everything in our entire lives, how the different dynamics could affect the way that we date people or the way that we treat people or the careers that we choose. So learning the definitions has helped me so much in actually getting out of my masculine era. Everyone has masculine and feminine energy. Everyone. So males have both masculine and feminine energy. Females do too. But as a male, you have more masculine energy. And as a female, we have more divine feminine energy. It gets imbalanced when the gender taps more into the opposite energy. And I was in that. I was in my masculine energy for so long. We could talk about that in another episode of why there's so many alpha females or masculine females. Not judging, I was in my masculine energy for an extremely long time until I actually started learning about feminine energy and how there's so much beauty, safetyness in being a female and like so much love there. What makes a man masculine? I will define it really simply. A masculine man protects and provides. Let's deep dive into that. It's not just providing in finances and just thinking that that's going to solve all your problems. I pay the bills. I cover the rent. I throw her money. Why is she still complaining? A man is so masculine. He brings the feminine out of her. That is what a masculine man is. When you make a woman feel so safe that she could take down all her walls, be her authentic self, and know that she will not be judged, she will not be harmed, she will not be injured, that she can fully be in her feminine energy and she is safe in it. This world has made females so tough, all about numbers and chasing so many achievements that we females weren't meant to do. That is what a masculine man is supposed to do. A masculine man is supposed to provide for his family, take care of his loved one, take care of his community, inspire his community, spread beliefs and thoughts and ideas, not just for the close people around him, but for generations, spread his legacy. I could sense when I'm with a masculine man, that is how tapped into my divine feminine I am in. A masculine man will make a female feel so safe, feel so seen, feel so protected that I don't have to worry about anything. I love being around masculine men because I can just turn my brain off and follow and trust that wherever they go, I will be safe. I can trust in their vision. I could trust in their leadership. I could trust in their decision making because I know that they are here to take care of us. I think this is what men and women want. Women, we want love, security, and stability from men. And men want respect from women and intimacy. Men is very heavy on respect and intimacy. And in order to get women to respect men, we have to feel safe with you. We have to be able to trust you. We have to be able to know that wherever you're taking us, wherever you're leading us, is going to be somewhere that we like, is going to be somewhere that we feel safe in. I don't have to lead. I don't have to problem solve anything. I don't have to be in my masculine to figure out anything, because that is what a man is supposed to do. A man is supposed to take all your problems and help you fix it. Not fix it for you, help you fix it, because those problems you have to take you have to take accountability of yourself as well. But a man is supposed to come with a growth mindset and come with a solution focused mindset, not a problem focused mindset. That is how you get women to respect you, because it's hard being a woman in this world right now. We have to do what men do. We have to go out there and get a job every single day, answering to a boss that is not our husband, saying yes to people that is not our family member. We have to have similar priorities that males have, and at the same time come home and tap into our feminine energy of taking care of the house, cleaning, cooking, making the house a home, taking care of our children, or here, Rosie, taking care of the animals. It's really hard for females to operate in this world now. So when males are actually being masculine men and I can just turn my brain off, I can relax, I can not feel like everything is such a danger in this world. You've earned my trust. You've earned my respect. I will follow you. I will respect your word. I will not talk back. I feel like there's not enough masculine men in the world right now. I do want to say that I am so proud of the men in my life. I think this is a two-way street. I've worked on myself so much where I am so comfortable being a female. I put my feminine energy first. It's not my masculine walls that take over. I am in my feminine a lot, and I'm in my feminine a lot because I have masculine men around me. I would say that 90% of the men in my life are masculine men, and I am so grateful for that. I think I'm super, super lucky to have masculine men in my life. You don't have to have so many things to worry about. You could relax because a man is here to help you. A man is here to help solve your problems, to help take care of you, to do so many things in life that you can do yourself, but like, why would you when you have a man to help you? I'm so grateful that Jesse, my boyfriend, he is such a masculine man, and I'm so proud of how much he has grown to be a true man, especially in the last 3 to 4 years. To me, it seemed like once Jesse turned 30, he really evolved into the man that I always knew that he could be. My mind is constantly nonstop. I'm always thinking of the next things to do, always constantly seeking ways to improve, or it never ends. There's a never ending task list in my mind, and I'm so grateful that Jesse knows me. He knows my behaviors, he knows my thoughts, he knows all of me, which also includes the anxiety of myself, and he helps me relax. He helps train me to not worry so much because he's got it. A simple thing is he knows that I hate asking for help. I hate delegating, and I'm so independent that if there's a task that I think I could do myself, I will just do it. I would not ask people for help. I don't like putting that burden on other people. Jesse is such a good and wise man and smart man, because the other day, like he sensed that I was stressed, and he just asked me like, hey, is there anything that I can do to help you? I noticed that you're a little stressed. Like, what are the things on your to-do list? Like, how can I help you? He offered to walk the dogs. He offered to go get me lunch because he knows that I get hangry. When I'm hungry, I'm not in my best mood. Because he knows those little details about me, he takes care of it. He takes care of my stress and anxiety and all the things, so many things that overwhelm me. He takes care of it. I'm able to relax again and focus on the things that really make my heart grow. And I'm so lucky to have a man like that. Outside of my relationship, my friends, I am so, so grateful that a lot of my guy friends are masculine men, and it makes me feel so safe going outside with them. Ladies, here is where you can meet masculine men. Go to an MMA gym, go to a martial arts gym, whether it be boxing, kickboxing, MMA, BJJ. These men will look like the scariest men to you because they can beat 98% of the men in the streets right now. So the men in boxing gyms, in kickboxing gym, the men in MMA gyms, they look so intimidating and scary, but these are one of the nicest men I've ever met in my life. So I train in Muay Thai, and I've been in my gym for 4 years now, or around 3 to 4 years. I used to be so scared of these men because you see their strength. Like, you're in class, you hear the pads going da da da, like it sounds like gunshots, and I used to be terrified of them. Like, I would never ever start beef with any of these guys. And then I started talking to these men, and they are just, their hearts are so pure and they're so gentle with us, and they want to see me grow in my Muay Thai journey. Like, these men really push me and support me in the most gentle way. They're gentle giants. So many of the Muay Thai guys I know, they're super sweet and they're always willing to help out in any way that they can. So ladies, if you're single and you're looking for a masculine man, try an MMA gym. Of course, there will be some toxic masculine men, but where, everywhere else is too. Like, you go to the corporate world, you go to a book club, you go to the clubs, toxic men all around. Being in an MMA sport, it's a violent sport. It's such a disciplined sport too, because you learn how to use your body as a weapon, and you understand that you have that power to choke someone out, to really harm someone, to make someone bleed, but you choose not to do it. Here's an example. When I hang out with my MMA guy friends, like after class, we'll just go outside, grab something to eat. We're outside and I feel so safe. My shoulders are relaxed. I'm not looking around my surroundings. Listen, I'm from New York, born and raised from New York. So I have street smarts. I am constantly seeing where the exit is, who looks weird. I'm looking at both sides, like constantly looking over my shoulders. But when I'm with my MMA guys, or when I'm with Jesse too, I am so relaxed. Like, I don't have to worry about anything at all. Like, I know that these guys are going to protect me. It feels so good. I love being around Jesse for this reason too. Like, I love going outside with Jesse. I'm skipping around. My shoulders don't feel like the world's on me. My head is just bopping. I'm doing whatever. I feel so safe and protected that, because I know my man's got it. And that is such a beautiful feeling. And you know what's the cutest thing Jesse said? He was like, I like being your personal bodyguard. Like, it feels so good wherever I'm going. New York, the streets are dangerous. It is ratchet. It is dirty. There's people shooting up all the time. Like, people are getting slashed, and having a man to protect you, where I know that I'm good, I'm safe, I don't have to protect him. Like, I'm so, so grateful to be around masculine men. And I love encouraging men to be in their masculinity. I think it's very, very important for us females to speak life into men. We inspire men to be in their greatness. Like, men have fought wars for us. Men are meant to be hunters, and we need to encourage them. It's very tough to be a man in this world. Just as hard it is to be a woman in this world, men have it extremely tough as well. Having the pressure to provide for their family, take care of not just themselves, but they have other humans that they have to take care of. That is a lot of pressure. Men are, the work and the careers that men are in, it's a different kind of hustle, and we really have to respect and give men the credit that they deserve. A man working his job, when he comes home, we want him to be able to relax as well, for him to just take off this armor that he's had the entire day, and he could just melt into the comfort of his home and not feel like he is constantly fighting all the time. I think that's really important for the role of a woman. One really important trait of a masculine man, These are the top dogs masculine men. I mean, there's levels to this, right? The top dog masculine men are men who understand self-control. A man who is able to control himself and not allow his emotions to control him, that is a man in his mastery. He understands that the power that he has is within himself and not in others. He doesn't allow others to get a reaction out of him. He doesn't allow others to make him feel some type of way, because he understands that how he feels is in his control. That is a masculine man. He doesn't allow his emotions to control him. Instead, he controls his emotions. Ooh, like that is a masculine man. When a man allows his emotions to control him, when he starts getting angry and he starts raising his voice and he starts cursing and he says, yeah, well, you're making me this way. I'm acting like this because you did that. I'm acting like this because you're triggering it from me. That is an emotional man. That is a man allowing his emotions to take over him, to control him, to blur his vision, to take away his clarity. Because when you have a man who is in control of his emotions, he's able to speak calmly. He's able to not say things that he will regret later. He's able to not harm the ones that he loves. Don't be the man that we need protection from. Be the man that will protect us. I love seeing men protect other women, even if it's not their woman, but it's a woman, because that's what men are supposed to do. Like you are supposed to make us feel safe and take care of the weaker ones in your community. You are a leader. You are the strong ones. An example is last night I was with my Muay Thai friends. There was 3 girls and 1 guy, and we were just hanging out outside the gym. And then a homeless person comes up to us asking us for money. He looked he was all raggedy. I did not want to be in that energy. I did not want to be in that environment. And all I said was, Michael, handle this. And I looked away. Like, I don't want to be in that energy. I don't want to see any of that. It's not my role to tell this crazy person to get away from us. Michael understood. There's my Muay Thai guy friend. He understood and he told the guy, fuck off. And he handled it. Like, I didn't have to do anything. All I did was just step aside, allow Michael to take care of that situation. The homeless guy, the crazy guy left. And that was it. Like, it's so good, because if it was just us 3 girls outside, even though we know how to fight, I don't want to fight a crazy man. First of all, you have no idea what they have in their pockets. If it was just 3 of us girls, like, I would have to step into my masculinity. But I'm so glad that I could be in my soft girl and just allow a man to take care of that. It's not my job. And I love that. I just love being around men who make me feel so safe. The thing I want to say about emotions is, having emotions is not a bad thing. I think with toxic masculinity, a lot of men feel like it's weak to show your emotions. Like, oh, don't be a wuss. Like, why are you crying? It's okay to be vulnerable. That's the difference. Being emotional and being vulnerable is not the same thing. And it's okay for men to be vulnerable. We actually respect it when men are vulnerable and in touch with their emotions. Don't look at being vulnerable as a weakness, because that is actually one of the strengths of being a woman. So men, if you see that being vulnerable is being weak, then you're actually seeing women as being weak, and we are not weak. Just because we may not be as physically as strong as you, that doesn't define strength. There's a lot of mental strength here. It's super cool when men are in their feelings and they're able to communicate about it. But don't be emotional. That's a difference. So I also asked you, Munchies, what makes a masculine man? And let's go over it. And you know what's so great is that the gummy is kicking. Yay. I'm so excited for this because I feel like I'm talking to you guys. I genuinely love talking to you, Munchies. Like, when you guys DM me, I try to answer every DM. Okay, first response I have, I don't know. My question was, what makes a man masculine? Being gentle and feminine. I don't know. I don't want a feminine man. No, thank you. Next one is them being secure in their masculinity, which can look different for all men. Exactly. There's no one look for masculinity. It's more of a vibe, an energy that I feel. Willingness to do what he has to do, not what he wants to do. Absolutely. That's discipline. And do it without complaining too. Okay, next one. Getting up. No, guys. We have to raise our standards. Getting up is bare minimum. We females get up. That doesn't make us masculine. The inner strength he holds. Yes. Self-awareness and being secure in who they are. Also emotional intelligence. Yep. Someone who is aware of his emotion. I mean, we talked about this. Someone who's aware of his emotions. Someone who's aware of his growth. Yeah. His appearance. This one is interesting. It relates to the second answer where masculinity can look different for all men. I don't know if, to me, appearance is probably like one of the lower rankings of what makes a man masculine, because like the other person said, it's masculinity doesn't look the same. It's different for all men. If this is what this person is saying, like appearance as in someone who looks physically strong, who like has six pack, who has muscles. I know a lot of fit men who struggle with toxic masculinity and that actually makes them more feminine. And I know a lot of like men who aren't 6 feet tall or have the standard of what an attractive man is. You could feel the energy. You could feel that they would take care of your problems, that they have answers, that they're looking for solutions and not making you stressed out. Leadership, protecting, absolutely. A man who is a leader, a man who takes care of his family, a man who guides his clan. The ability to communicate, yes, very, very important. Communication is tough. I struggle with this. Speaking how you feel, not saying it in a way that could harm someone else. Shout out to the men that can communicate. Empathy, yes. Knowing his self-worth and having strong boundaries. Yep. Yeah, when you know your self-worth, you're not going to tolerate for things that you don't want in your life. Admitting when he's wrong. Very important. He knows that he is not the end-all be-all. He knows that he is not at a perfect state. So if you understand that you are not perfect, you can't judge someone else for being imperfect. Like everyone makes mistakes. Be able to forgive quickly. Ooh, a man who could forgive and let go. Yes. Protects and provides for other people, aka family. Yep, absolutely. This one is so weird. When he's soft, I hope she means when he's vulnerable. I don't want a soft man. I want a strong man. Being able to be vulnerable. Yep. Crying. Dude is more man than anyone. If you're not emotionally crying and if you're not just crying and complaining, that's not it. But if you're crying and seeing it as not something that's holding you back, Israel Adesanya, one of my favorite UFC fighters, he cries. Like you could see clips of him crying and he's still one of the baddest guys ever. Being polite. We love a gentleman. We love a man with manners. Simple things like letting the girl go first, holding the door for a girl, having the girl on the inside of the sidewalk. Oh, men that are gentlemen, so good. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's those little things that make us feel safe and in our feminine. Being calm in stressful situations. Yes. Paying our bills. Yes. We love a man that can provide. Please. I love that. Please. For all the men that are paying for my girls' rent, paying for their groceries, paying for their nails, we love you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Knowing the space he takes up and doing it with loving intention. Whatever you're doing in your life, do it with love and do it with passion. I actually love seeing a career-oriented man, a man with ambition and work goals. Yes. Having the threshold to outlast difficult times. A growth mindset. Seeing every challenge as an opportunity. Giving women money. Yep, daddy. If you're trying to impress a girl and you guys are on like good interaction, just sell her $20. Be like, here, thinking of you, get a cupcake, or thinking of you, coffee on me. Oh, that feels so good for the heart. Good communication. Far more than can fit in this little bubble. Okay, all right. But what? Respect and patience. Yep. Vulnerability, emotional intelligence, independent, confidence. He's not afraid to do stuff that are considered feminine. Listen, if you are a masculine man, you are so confident in your masculinity. What other people think about you will not affect you. One of my Muay Thai coaches, he paints his nails. And he can do that because he knows that he could fuck you up. That's how masculine he is. He's able to do feminine stuff and not feel threatened about it. Doing stuff without being told, having forethought and consideration for self and other. Listen, you need a disciplined and a responsible man. Women, don't nag your men. It's not going to work. Men hate to be nagged. Women hate to nag. I don't know. This could go. I'm going to save my advice for this in another episode. Providing and leading. Absolutely. We love a provider. We love a leadership man. Refurbishing furniture instead of buying new ones. Okay, this feels very niche. When he throws super glue on a cut and keeps working his blue collar job. That does sound masculine and strong, but I don't know if that's the best, if that's the best solution. And masculine men take the best route. A good driver. Yo, when men do that thing, when they back up with one hand, that's a attractive trait. Loving me and showing my girls what the expectations are for solid relationships. It is super cute when the boyfriend also takes care of his girlfriend's friends. When he treats my friends like little princesses too. Shout out to the boyfriends that do that do take care of your girlfriend's friends. Valuing emotional strength as much as physical, yep. If not more, giving and receiving support. Honesty. This is super important. We want a man that we can trust. Point blank, period. It's that simple. If we can't trust you, we're not going to respect you. We're going to figure out ways to manipulate you to how soft he can be to me when I'm in my worst moments. Oh, yes. For women, I know that we could get very emotional and sometimes it's like you get a different version of us each week. I understand that. It's also biologically created for us like that. Each week our hormones fluctuate. Like one week we're going to have higher estrogen. The next week we're going to have higher testosterone. So we may not always be stable. So a man who's able to handle us and show the patience and grit and teach us how to be disciplined and keep going and not give up. Thank you. A man right there. He takes initiative in all areas of life and relationship. Yep. An ambitious man. Equal rights advocates indicates that they are secure and not threatened. Yeah. I think that women and men are equal in value, but we just have different roles and responsibilities. When he's comfortable with his femininity. Too many for a comment, but I think the big three are integrity, discipline, and ability to provide. Yeah. That's it. Being in therapy. I think everyone should be in therapy, and I think it'd be super helpful for men to be in therapy because women, we are already so in touch with our emotions. We have a community. Like women, when we hang out, we vent, we let it all out. But men don't really have that space. Men don't ever talk about their emotions. Men don't ever talk about their childhood. They're so used to their entire life just keep going, bury it. This isn't real. Like just keep going on with your day. So I think it'd be super cool for men to explore therapy and see like a lot of the emotional baggage that they're carrying. I actually don't know a lot of men in therapy. That's interesting. His decisions, being able to provide for himself and his family. When they walk closer to the cars, when we walk on the sidewalk, yes. Simple and easy thing to make a female feel safe and make a female feel good. Guy friends and boyfriends and husbands do this. Put your female on the sidewalk. It's so simple. You standing on the outside, it's cool. It's attractive. Like you're manly. It's nice to see that. And empathy. Someone who's able to understand different types of perspectives, willing to work together because in the end, it's a team effort, not just my way. A man who loves your natural features. Ooh, yes. Oh my God. I can't agree more with this. If you have a good man, he can make you fall more in love with yourself. Keyword, more in love with yourself. You can't have someone teach you how to be in love with yourself. That is progress and work that you have to do on your own. You can't rely on other people for that. I used to be so insecure about my chest. The generation that I grew up in, that was the start of plastic surgery. So many people were doing it. It was a normalized thing. It was actually the cool thing to do, to get your boobs done, to get a bigger ass. BBLs were super, super in that time. And to each their own. If you do that stuff, there's no judgment here. But for me, I wanted it because other people were doing, because that is what I saw beauty in. And then it was until I started dating Jesse, and when I would tell him that, he gets so grossed out. He was like, no, I love your natural body. Like, don't do that. Don't change yourself. I don't want you to go under the knife. Like, I love it. And it really, I love my chest now. Like, I really love all of my natural features, and I don't want to change anything about myself. And him loving those parts of myself that I felt insecure about gave me confidence to fall in love with me. Oh, that was such a good episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys learned something. Comment down below in letting me know what you guys think. What was your thoughts? What is a masculine man to you? Did I miss anything? What do you agree or what do you disagree on? Listen, men, I know that we may have came with heat. I owe it to you guys to do an episode about what men seek in women. What makes a feminine woman? What makes a woman divine? And so we will talk about that hopefully in the upcoming episodes. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so happy that I got to film this episode. I love you and appreciate you so much. And that's it. Love you. Bye.